Parking is a huge issue in downtown, and particularly when it comes to the supply of parking, and we just don't have enough supply.
An end to a 3-year battle over rates and ownership of a parking garage in downtown Charlottesville could fix the city's parking problems. We have an update.
Plus, people living in the Pantops area of Albemarle County share their ideas for the future of the county's parks and greenways. It's 6:30, and your news at Sunrise continues right now.
Live in high definition from the area's most experienced news team, this is NBC 29 HD News at Sunrise.
Good morning, I'm Matt Talhelm.
And I'm Jennifer Von Reuter, and thanks for joining us on this Tuesday, April 24th. We have some rain showers out there, and it's one of those days where you kind of just want to stay under the covers and watch a movie and kind of
rainy days
sleep in.
Are best for that.
Yeah, they are.
We don't really get a choice in that at 2
No,
in the morning, but
we're here.
We're here.
Yes.
Happy to be here, though, and we send out David Rogers to be outside in all of this rainy weather, although he's been undercover. You still undercover there?
Yeah, I'm still undercover, but I would rather be under the covers, man. It's one of those days, if you could stay in, sleeping a little late, that would be great. We've got rain showers out and about. We are here live on East Market Street. Do make sure you grab the umbrella raincoat. That is going to be an all-day event, taking us probably into the early part of the day tomorrow. 1 to as much as 2 inches of rain possible. So again, good soaking rains. This is what we need during the spring, folks. Let's take a look at the headlines for you today as you do get ready to head out. And if you can't give yourself some extra time, certainly do so. It's going to be slow going for the morning and afternoon commute. Grab the umbrella raincoat. Tuesday soaker, again, 1 to 2 inches of rain are possible. Eventually, high pressure will start to build in later Wednesday. Thursday looks to be like a winter forecast for us with sunshine. Temperatures will be warming up into the 70s. Currently outside right now, we are cooler, though. We've got rain across the region. Most areas upper 40s to lower 50s this morning. Good morning, Orange. You're at 50 right now. It's 49 in Palmyra. Charlottesville's 48. And Waynesboro has a current temperature of 50. Our satellite radar picture shows the leading edge of a lot of that rain moving from the south to the north. We saw these showers develop in the overnight hours. They're going to continue again light, and at times there will be some moderate rain moving across the area, especially later this morning into the afternoon. So again, slow going out there for your morning and afternoon commute. Yesterday's high temperature got up to 69, a little shy of our normal of 72. Periods of rain today, breezy, easterly winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. 57 will be your high in Charlottesville, 57 for Palmyra, and 51 for Stanton. Coming up, we'll take a detailed look at your NBC 29 7-day forecast. I'll also this morning Sunrise Stumper question and answer. Matt and Jen, back to you.
Okay, thank you, David. It is 6:32 on this Tuesday morning. Here's a look at some of the stories we expect to make headlines today. State Delegate David Toscano will visit Charlottesville and Albemarle County schools this morning. He's discussing safety.
Delegate Toscano has been appointed to the state's school security committee and is holding listening tours to hear from students, teachers, and administrators. He'll visit Greenbrier Elementary School at 8:30 this morning before hosting a roundtable discussion with staff and other community partners at Charlottesville High School.
This morning, developers will break ground on a new luxury apartment building in Charlottesville. A ceremony is set for 10:30 for the project around the Blue Moon Diner. 600 West Main will offer luxury apartments and include renovations of 2 historic buildings, including that diner.
Hundreds of people are expected to gather tonight to talk about housing issues in Charlottesville and Albemarle County. Impact is urging the public and local officials to help address the issue. The group says thousands of seniors struggle to afford rent in Albemarle County, and nearly 40% of city residents struggle to afford their home. The meeting starts at 6:30 at the Martin Luther King Jr. Performing Arts Center at Charlottesville High School.
It's 6:34, taking a look at the top stories we're tracking this morning. A years-long battle over rates at the Water Street parking garage in downtown Charlottesville could soon come to an end. The Charlottesville Parking Center, or CPC, says it is in final negotiations with the city over the ownership and rates for that garage. This dispute started about 3 years ago and has cost the city more than $100,000 in legal fees. Negotiation details will not be released, but CPC says a settlement would help efforts to fix the lack of parking downtown.
People who live in Pantops are sharing what they want to see for the future of Albemarle County's parks and greenways. Last night, the county held its third Pantops Master Plan meeting. People split into groups to discuss topics including Dardentown Park and accessibility to the Old Mills Trail near the Free Bridge area. If you didn't attend the meeting, you can still provide input through an online survey. We have a link on our website at NBC29.com.
This afternoon, the Rivanna Water and Sewer Authority expects to get an update on water quality. The authority's executive director says it is seeing an increase in algae at all 4 reservoirs in Albemarle County. That's due to sediment buildup from developments as well as animal waste. The authority would like to install an oxygenation system at Beaver Creek Reservoir in Crozet. That would cost about $1 million, and construction wouldn't start for a few years.
In a study done by Harvard School of Public Health, researchers found that including nuts in your diet may lower the risk for heart disease.
Coming up, registered dietitian Rita Smith joins us with some family-friendly recipes that include a variety of nuts. That tart looks pretty good, right?
It might be missing by the time
I know.
we
How
come back.
come we never get to eat any of this food until later, until it's done?
Trust me.
We will share all those recipes and information for you coming up in just a little bit. It is 6:36 on this Tuesday morning.
Here we go. It's Sunrise Stumper time. University Tire and Auto Centers are the official sponsors of Sunrise Stumper with 6 convenient locations and 49 bays. University Tire and Auto has you covered for all of your automotive needs. Today's winner will get that gift certificate. That includes an oil filter change, lube, tire rotation and pressure check, and preventative maintenance analysis. All of that valued up to $25. All right, here's today's question. What is the oldest soft drink in the United States?
We both came up with this together. I mean, we both agreed.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper is what we think it is.
If
Not
you go,
Coke.
if you go to the Coke tour
or
in
in Atlanta, you're right.
they make you think it's the
Only-
oldest thing in the book and the only,
and the only, but
soft
no.
drink. But
So
yeah,
Dr. Pepper, that's your final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's take a look, see what we got. Yeah, you guys know it. You got it right. Yeah, you and Rachel Walker of Charlottesville. Ready to go, Rachel.
Congratulations.
You get the NBC 29 coffee mug. You also get that certificate from University Tire and Auto Centers. Dr. Pepper is a carbonated soft drink marketed. It's having a unique flavor. The drink was created in the 1880s by pharmacist Charles Alderton in Waco, Texas. It is America's oldest major soft drink, first served at Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore
Of course.
in Waco, Texas.
Really neat.
Never had the taste for it. Never could acquire the taste.
love
I'm glad
Dr.
someone
Pepper.
else said that.
I love Dr. Pepper, and I like it out of the fountain. Like if you go to a gas station, I just love it with a
I think it
bag
still
of
kind
chips.
of tastes medicinal
Yeah.
from its
I like
days.
it. Whatever.
Again, congratulations to Rachel Walker. Whatever. From Charlottesville. Way to go, Rachel. Everybody that sent an answer has a chance to win that flat screen on Friday.
Your taste buds are.
Haven't matured yet.
Yeah, they haven't. You're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're 2 for 2 this week for
Yes.
Stumper
Yeah.
answers. So
Very good.
we'll see what tomorrow will bring.
Yes.
The
Okay.
parties keep getting harder as the week
Yeah,
goes on.
right,
though, so.
okay.
Thanks, David.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
We are getting all nutty over in the corner here. I think that's why they sent me over here for you today to talk about all the nutty things here. We are with registered dietitian Rita Smith, and you know, in all seriousness, nuts can be really good into your diet if you introduce them, especially when we're talking about heart health.
Exactly right, and there are a lot of features to nuts besides them being versatile in the use in the kitchen and certain dishes. They're high in potassium, which is good for your blood pressure. They're high in fiber. They're great oil in nuts, which is good for the cholesterol. So, and protein too, right?
Yeah,
It
we
could-
see a lot of nut milks replacing,
Yes.
you know, cow's milk too.
Exactly, and nut butters. So I have 3 dishes that feature nuts as an ingredient.
Okay, so let's start with the tart that we were talking about earlier.
Right.
I mean, it looks and smells really delicious.
Well, this
here.
is pretty good. I sauteed in olive oil. I sauteed sweet onions, garlic, and mixed greens. And then I topped this with beets. So either you love them or you hate beets, right?
I'm not a beet
I
fan,
love beets. Okay, these are the little love beets that you get in the produce section.
Huh.
They're already cooked, so they're really easy to use. And then I topped this with cashews, and you bake this in the oven. And then at the end, put in little goat cheese. And oh my goodness, this is going to be delicious.
That fresh goat cheese, that'll make anything better, even if you're not a beet fan. There.
Right.
And moving on to salads, I know nuts are really good to put on top of salads that add that extra little crunch and flavor too.
Right, and any kind of nuts work. So I have some mixed greens here, and I've topped it with some pecans and almonds, but you could use really any nuts. Tossed it with balsamic vinegar and olive oil, simple dressing, a little bit of feta cheese, and hopefully you can see the color here. I've got blackberries, blueberries, and strawberries. So this is delicious. So in main dishes and in salads, nuts are perfect.
Yeah, that looks perfect for like a spring, gathering outside
Light
spring
dish.
picnic out there. And
Yes.
we always have to talk about desserts here. That's always one of my favorite
Me
parts.
too.
And what have we incorporated here with our apple crisp?
Well, we've added in the crumb topping with whole wheat and oats and some raisins, pistachios. So I slid those into this particular dessert, and actually nuts, any kind of nuts will work in a variety of desserts, but especially some kind of a fruit crisp or crumble.
And I know I was telling you earlier, I've tried making some Alfredo sauce you can do with the cashews
Yes.
to make it a little bit
Grind them
healthier
up.
for you.
Yep, exactly. So versatile.
Good things that there are many things you can do here with all your nutty recipes here. All of the recipes and more information, you can go to the website there on the bottom of your screen. Registered dietitian Rita Smith, always a pleasure to have you here. And I'm gonna try the tart afterwards.
Oh yes,
even if
that's
it's got
the way to
those
do beets.
We will be right back with more news. Your News at Sunrise continues in 2 minutes.
Welcome back at 6:51. Let's get a look at that morning commute with our Union Bank Interest traffic camera. You are looking at Interstate 64 at mile marker 94 in Fishersville. We can see traffic volume picking up at this hour, but we don't have any accidents to report.
You want to watch out, though, on the roads this morning because they are a little rain covered, especially in parts of the area that have seen those showers already and more on the way. Let's head over to Storm Team 29 meteorologist David Rogers with your forecast. Hi, David.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Jen. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, rain-covered roads, and there possibly could be some ponding. We're looking for some steady rains, especially later today. Getting our day off to temperature-wise, a cool start. Right now in Charlottesville, we're at 48. William Monroe Middle School in Greene are getting some rain right now. They're 48 degrees. Buckingham County Middle School 48 and Waynesboro currently 49. We've got a matching dew point in the 40s. So far, our winds are pretty calm, but they're going to be increasing as well at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. No visibility problems for you this morning if you are heading out, but again, you do want to take it a little slow and easy. There could be some ponding on the roadway. Our live exclusive dual-pole triple Doppler radar picking up on some of the light to at times moderate rain. All of this associated with area of low pressure. It's going to keep us wet throughout the day today, even into the first half of the day Wednesday. Some lingering showers before things start to dry out later Wednesday. Thursday looks to be a nice sunny day, temperatures in the 70s, and then another system could bring some additional showers on Friday. Right now it looks like the weekend is going to be sunny and dry. Here's our satellite radar picture. We had rain develop overnight, starting out very lightly as showers, but again, steadier rains will be moving across the area as we go through the day today into tonight. Meanwhile, high pressure is going to eventually start to clear us out. That will start to move east. So later Wednesday into the day on Thursday, things should start to gradually improve. But grab the umbrella today. It's going to be a cool, rainy, breezy day. Temperatures in the middle 50s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a few leftover showers, upper 60s. And look for sunshine to return on Thursday with highs around 71. Jen and Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, David. People in Pantops are speaking up about what they want to see for the future of Albemarle County parks and greenways.
The county held its third Pantops Master Plan public meeting last night, and people split into groups to discuss topics including Darden Towel Park and the accessibility to the Old Mills Trail near the Free Bridge.
This is really the plan for the future, and we want people to feel like it's their plan for the future, not just something that we cooked up back in the office, and that really represents what they want to see in the community moving forward.
The next Pantops Master Plan meeting will take place May 21st. If you miss any of these meetings, you can still offer input through an online survey, and we have a link to that at NBC29.com.
A 3-year-long battle over rates at downtown Charlottesville's Water Street parking garage could soon be over. Charlottesville's Parking Center says it's in final negotiations with the city over the ownership and pay rates for the garage. The dispute has cost the city more than $100,000 in legal fees. Negotiation details will not be released, but the Parking Center says a settlement would help efforts to fix the lack of parking downtown.
That we're making good progress in terms of trying to come to a resolution that's a win-win, that meets the needs of our community, that gets us past where we were in months and years past in terms of filing lawsuits and counter lawsuits.
The Parking Center says once the Water Street garage issue is solved, more effort can be put toward the anticipated parking garage on East Market Street. The Lucky 7 convenience store and Guadalajara restaurant currently sit on that land.
The Rivanna Water and Sewer Authority, or RWSA, expects to get an update on the water quality of Albemarle County's reservoirs this afternoon. The authority's executive director says it's seeing an increase in algae at all 4 reservoirs. That's due to sediment buildup from development as well as animals. RWSA would like to install an oxygenation system at Beaver Creek Reservoir in Crozet. That new system would cost about $1 million, but construction would not start for a few years. Each year, RWSA spends up to $100,000 just to deal with algae.
In this morning's Crime Watch at 6:56, a Waynesboro chiropractor is behind bars this morning, accused of inappropriately touching a patient. Stanton police charged 6-year-old Terry Michael Plenskanko with misdemeanor sexual battery. He worked at Stanton Chiropractic Center. Authorities say a female patient reported the allegation last November. The investigation is still underway. If you have any information, call Stanton Police at 540-332-3842.
The trial for a man accused of running an alleged prostitution ring in Albemarle County is expected to wrap up in court today. 34-year-old Quincy Edwards faces 23 charges, including commercial sex trafficking, abduction, and extortion. He was arrested in 2015 when police say they found sex workers during a raid on a room right there at the Royal Inn Motel. Prosecutors say Edwards also had heroin and meth. His defense argues the alleged victim in this case joined and stayed willingly, while prosecutors say she was forced. If found guilty, Edwards could face up to 150 years behind bars.
Former Ku Klux Klan leader David Duke is asking a federal judge to block a subpoena in the lawsuit filed by 11 people injured during the events of August 12th. The plaintiffs want Duke to turn over records related to communications with other white nationalists before the rally, along with records of donation solicitation efforts. Duke argues the subpoena is overly broad and would impose an undue burden and expense on him. This is Duke's second request. He filed the first in the wrong jurisdiction.
Coming up on 6:58, a group of people who live in Charlottesville will soon be policing the city's police department. City Council is in the process of selecting 7 board members for a police civilian review board. Tonight, Council will hold a forum to give the public a chance to weigh in on those candidates. Charlottesville Vice Mayor Heather Hill says the new board will increase trust between the community and law enforcement.
To bridge some relationships between the community and our police force through this group, and I think that's really kind of the objective that we've set forth here.
The forum will start at 5:30 tonight at the Jefferson School African American Heritage Center.
A former Democratic U.S. Senator is discussing political issues with people at the University of Virginia. Russ Feingold is known for teaming up with Republican Senator John McCain to pass the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act of 2002. Yesterday, he was at the Rotunda to talk about several issues. Feingold believes felons who serve their time should be able to vote. He also wants to see the abolishment of the Electoral College. Feingold says he supports grassroots populism, but there's a form of fake populism occurring that's controlled by the wealthy.
Well, right now, with the very wealthy interests and the very right-wing interests controlling our entire federal government, a lot of the activity has to be at the state and local level. Virginia showed that in the elections last year. They were able to fight back. But other things can be done.
Feingold believes voters should make people running for office promise to work across the aisle to get things done or get voted out if they failed.
Grab those
Right,
umbrellas.
yes.
Don't forget them today.
All day rain, good soaking rain too. We could see about 1 to 2 inches. Getting some rain out there right now. 48 in Charlottesville. Stanton's 47. Palmyra has a current temperature of 49. Here's a live look at our exclusive dual-pole triple Doppler radar. And if you're a gardener, this is just what you need. Again, we've got an area of low pressure. Eventually, it will move out and high pressure will move in, bringing more sunshine later this week. 57 today. Leftover showers tomorrow, upper 60s. Sunshine on Thursday, low 70s.
Oh, yeah, look at that rain already out there. Have a good day.
The Today Show is next.